What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, and welcome everybody to week 6 of the NBBL low tier division. That's supposed to say low tier on the thing there. With this week, we're going to be going up against none other than Arika and the Singapore Screamers. Very excited for this game. Very nervous for this game. I'll go ahead and block the teams here. Plop! Before I forget to mention, that Esper is supposed to be a Meowstic. I don't know why, but in my thingamabob that breaks down the team, it does not like Meowstic for whatever reason. Don't know why. But yeah, so that is supposed to be a Meowstic. But yeah, very nervous for this game. Obviously, Pecharunt, Dragon Dancing Gyarados, Hydrapple, Palmont, Mousehold, freaking Diancie even, like Registeel. All these Pokemon are very threatening for sure, and I'm very nervous, but I think we will be doing okay. So let's go ahead and I'll block to the team preview. Alrighty, let's see what my opponent has got. They bring Gyarados. They do not bring the Pecharunt. Okay, so I'm very glad I did not over-prep for Pecharunt. We see Gyarados, we see Palma, we see Mousehold, we see Diancie, we see Registeel, and we see Meowscarada. Very glad not to see the Pecharunt there not being there is obviously very nice. Hydrapple not being there is very nice, although I'm not surprised that that didn't show up. Same with Umbreon and Masquerain, both of those not being here makes sense. Honestly, this 6 really makes a lot of sense. So, I'm very nervous for this game. I think I really want to lead. Actually, John Cheetah, low-key, very good lead here. In fact, I think I am going to lead exactly that. I do really like John Cheetah as a lead here. If you guys want to see a breakdown of this team that I'm bringing, then definitely consider checking out my Ko-Fi, which I'll plug right now. Hey y'all, before continuing the video, I just wanted to take a second to plug my Ko-Fi page. I'm currently saving money to eventually buy a laptop to help with editing so I can get you all more videos, so any support is immensely appreciated. You'll not only have access to videos a day early, but you'll also have access to team previews, exclusive benefits on my Discord server, the ability to vote in exclusive polls, and even be named after one of my Pokemon on my Draft League and NUZLOCKE teams if you become a member, along with many other benefits. If y'all enjoy my content, then I highly recommend checking it out. With that out of the way, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's hop into the rest of the video. Alrighty, good luck, have fun to Arika, love the card, as always. Let's freaking do this. Let's see what you lead off with here. We see Faye the Diancie. Okay, so that's Diancie. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Diamond Storm does a pretty big chunk of damage, while Scorching Sands does diddly squat. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch into... Well, we could see an Earth Power here. I think I'm just gonna switch it to Dr. Mario anyways. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. John Cheetah, come back, I say! Alright, so we send in Dr. Mario. We could also see a Body Press here, which would be a bit unfortunate. We do just see an Earth Power. How much damage does that do? It does a lot. It does a lot of damage, which is a bit of an issue. But this does just give me a free Terra, and I can just click Flash Cannon because I do outspeed this thing surprisingly enough. So, Flash Cannon unfortunately won't KO. So losing this is actually kind of really bad, I'm not gonna lie. I could also just Volt Switch here. I could Volt Switch into maybe Taser. Or even Prince. Prince the Pheasantipede could come in here as well. So you know what, I think I am going to Volt Switch. Having Probopass as a Terra Ghost option is a very valuable thing to have here, so that's why I'm making this play. And I'll probably end up switching in Fez. Despite the Earth Power popping off here, I can set up a Calm Mind versus that for free, which is very nice. We do just see the swap as well, so let's see what actually comes in here. We see the Leviathan. Ooh, this is the Gyarados? Oh, Gyarados is going to take a pretty hefty hit from a Volt Switch. Oh, that's huge for us. I will gladly take that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, reveal our Terra, so now Palmont can't click fighting moves for free, and Mousehold can't win the game for free, which is very nice. Very much appreciate that. So we are going to fire up a Volt Switch, and we're going to do a big chunk of damage to this thing. Whew, that's a solid chunk of damage. I am very tempted to actually just go straight into Hawlucha here. Brave Bird should KO, but Close Combat doesn't KO. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go into Taser here. I think I am going to go Taser, weirdly enough. Yeah, I'm going to go Taser here. Frick it, I'm going to go Taser. I like this play a lot. Palmont can't do anything to me, so I think I could honestly just fire off. I could either fire off a charge. I could do any of these, honestly. I could fire off any of these moves. I could also just straight up fire off a Thunderbolt. I could straight up fire off a Bug Buzz. I don't think my opponent wants to stay in versus this thing. I think I'm just going to go for a Bug Buzz here, I think. This might be a mistake. This is not a mistake. Okay, so we do see the swap. We're probably going to see Diancie or Palmont come in. We see Sprite. Sprite is going to be Palmont. Perfect. Absolutely. So this is going to take a major chunk of damage. We'd love to see that. Whew! Look at that damage, though. Look at that damage. All right, I'm unsure if you get Fire Punch. I think, honestly, I do kind of just want to stay in and click Bug Buzz one more time. There's a pretty easy play for me to make. so might as well. We do just opt to see a Volt Switch here, which is not going to do that much damage. I could have fired off an Agility here, but I decided against that because of the fact that I think this is just going to do a massive chunk of damage to anything that wants to come in. Even Diancie is not going to really heavily enjoy this attack, so I still find it valuable here. Diancie low-key kind of looking terrifying, I will have to say that. Golem comes in, which is actually going to be Registeel, which is a very interesting play on my opponent's part. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and swap into John Cheetah here. I'm expecting a rock move. That's the thing. I'm expecting like a rock move or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and send in John Cheetah. I don't need John Cheetah that much in this game because of the fact that Pecharunt isn't here. Gyarados is severely weakened. Palmon is severely weakened. It's good for Mousehole, but even then, like, we don't need this set, so. We are going to see a Rock Slide here, which is going to do a pretty big chunk of damage, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I think here I'm just going to fire off a Scorching Sands. It's a very easy play for me to make. We do see the swap. My guess is Diancie is coming in. Leviathan, it's Gyarados. Okay, interesting. So we are going to see the Gyarados actually come in here. We're going to reveal the Scorching Sands, unfortunately, which is not going to do any damage to you, unfortunately. Problem is you can fire off a Dragon Dance for free now, so I think I just click either Fire Blast or Dark Pulse. And I think on the off chance I burn, I think I'm going to click Fire Blast here, actually. We do just see a Waterfall. Does that pick up the KO against me? It does. Okay, so that's fine. We're okay with that. I think now I just go back into the Taser here. Or I could go full aggro and go Undertaker, Brave Bird. But no, I don't want to do that either. I could even go Prince and Moonblast. I think my opponent is definitely going to want to save Gyarados. So actually what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and go into Undertaker here. I'm going to go ahead and force a swap. My guess is probably the Diancie will come in, and I can just close combat that. Close combat does 71 to 84% to a Diancie if I Sword Stance up here, and I kind of am tempted to do that because I am worried about a close combat really doing a lot of damage to me. I don't know if my opponent's going to want to sacrifice this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and click Sword Stance here. My main thinking here is if Diancie can get weakened, that opens up a lot of my team to other threats. That opens up my team to sweep a lot of other threats. This is also another reason why as well. Let's see if my opponent clicks here. Avalanche. Ooh, is that gonna do, that does a pretty big chunk of damage here, actually, not gonna lie. Throat Chop looks like it'll KO from this range if you are fully offensive. I don't think I risk it. I think I just go for a Brave Bird here. Nothing on my opponent's team gets priority, I don't think, so I think I'm just going to click Brave Bird here and let this thing pick up the KO. Okay, so we do see a swap, so something here is going to die, actually, which is pretty good for us. We are going to see Sprite. It's going to be the Palmon, which is okay with me. Alright, pretty big chunk of damage dealt to Sprite, taking it out, so that's the Palmon dead, which is very good for us. We do take some damage from that, which is okay. I wonder if Leviathan is going to come back in here. It probably will, be expecting me to be able to be intimidated. And then bada bing, bada boom, what do you know? Too bad, we can't be intimidated. Cheshire, so it's going to be actually the Meowstic. Interesting, okay. So there's a few things we could see here. We could see Psychic, Electric, and Fairy. Throat Chop straight up KOs. Brave Bird straight up KOs. I think my best play here is to click Brave Bird, so even if we see Terra Electric, then that's okay. Let's see what my opponent actually wants to go for here. Do we see the Terra Electric? Question of the day. We see Terra Psychic. Okay, so as far as I know, this doesn't have any priority. So as long as it doesn't have any priority, we should be able to pick up the KO straight up with the Brave Bird. We do fire off the Brave Bird. Do we see a KO? We do not see the KO. I wonder if that is Sash. It doesn't look like it. Interesting. Well, we were... Dang, really? Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, I go Car here. I guess maybe that was a roll, perhaps? Unless you're like max, which you probably are. Yeah, you're probably like max. You're definitely very bulky for sure. So here, I think I just fire off a Rapid Spin. Yeah, I'm gonna fire off a Rapid Spin here. No reason for me not to. We see a Reflect. That's okay. I'm okay with that. We do still have our Sturdy, which is great. We are going to fire off a Rapid Spin. We are going to be faster than a decent amount of Pokemon on my opponent's team, which is great. Nothing really wants to come in here to deal with this, which is great for us. So Meowstic is going to go down. I'm hoping to see Gyarados, because despite the attack drop, we do have a Thunder Fang in the back for this thing, and we also, I believe, we might outspeed this. If it's Jolly, we do not. If it's max speed, which I'm assuming it is... Yeah, no, actually, there's no way we outspeed, I don't think. But even then, I still fire off a Thunder Fang here, I think. There's zero reason for me not to. We could see a Dragon Dance here, which is fine, because Thunder Fang is going to do a crap ton of damage to you, and you're going to cry. Alright, so we actually do outspeed. We see the Thunder Fang pop off, which is pretty great. And we do just see an Avalanche, so this is a slower Gyarados, which is actually really cool. I respect that set, absolutely. And actually, I think now an Ice Spinner might KO. Actually, I don't know, so I think I'm just going to click Thunder Fang again. Palmont's dead, so I can click Thunder Fang for free here. I'm just going to click Thunder Fang just to be safe. Alright, so we do see the swap, actually, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Gyarados is severely weakened now. There's no way it can win. We are going to see Rodent, which is going to be the Mousehold, come in. Alright, that's fine by me. We are going to fire with Thunder Fang. A Para here would be absolutely phenomenal. We do get the Para! Let's go, Dawn Fan! We love to freaking see it. Alright, here I just click Earthquake. That's my play. I click Earthquake here. That is absolutely the play I make. Bada bing, bada boom, doing a decent chunk of damage. We love to see it. Encore, that's fine. Actually, you know what? I'm choice locked into, or I'm encored into EQ. There's no reason for me not to go into Probopass here, I think. Or even Prince. I could go Prince here. Do I need Prince for anything? No, I don't. I go into Prince here. So we are going to see the swap. We're going to go into probably Prince, which we'd love to see. Absolutely. Bada bing, bada boom. Hello, Prince. It is me. Alright, we are going to see the swap. My guess is Leviathan is coming back in. It is, in fact, coming back in. Alright, so we are going to see Leviathan come back in here as expected. This just gives me a free U-turn or even a free Dark Pulse, honestly, which I am tempted to do, but I think I'm just going to click U-turn here. If my opponent wants to save this thing, which they don't, my guess is Registeel is coming back in, which obviously makes sense. Golem, I believe that is the Registeel. That is, in fact, the Registeel. So we are going to chip this a little bit, which is great. All right, and I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into Dr. Mario. The reason being, Magnet Pull. All right, so you can't switch out now. You are stuck in here. I have no idea if you can actually hit me. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and freely fire off a Body Press versus you. Yeah, I think I'm just going to fire off a Body Press. If you want Iron Defense here, that's fine. I think the more damage I can get off on you, the better. So we're gonna be annoying to you. That's what's gonna happen here. Shout out to Nova Terra Ghost, by the way. Body Press can't hit me now, which is really great, obviously. So we love to see that. Body Press, bada bing, bada boom. Doing a decent chunk of damage. We love to freaking see it. We do just see an Iron Head. That's fine. Does not KO, which is obviously really great. Here I just click Body Press again, so that way I can deal even more chip damage to this thing, which is very valuable for the rest of my team. This is extremely great for VIKAVOLT as well, especially, like, VIKAVOLT endgame here is looking quite nice. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Endgame looking quite nice for the VIKAVOLT. And Reflect wears off too. This gives me a very free switch into Car, I think. Earthquake doesn't do that much damage to me, so I think actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... I could EQ, but I think Gyarados comes in for free if I do that, so I think what I'm going to do here... what do I want to do, actually? I mean, it's incredibly obvious. Like, I don't think there's anything you can do to KO me, right? Body Press is 18 to 21% to use Car, so I'm going to Rapid Spin here, predicting the Gyarados switch, which I think is coming in here. We don't see the Gyarados coming in, so this might be a little bit unfortunate for us, but we'll see. We are just going to see an Iron Head, doing a pretty big chunk of damage, but now we outspeed, so I click Earthquake for free. Yeah, we do see the swap here. My guess is Gyarados is coming in, which is fine. Reflect is gone, so that is obviously really great too. Ice Spinner should KO, it looks like, so I think I'm going to click Ice Spinner here. Well, actually, no, it might not KO, so I'm going to click Thunder Fang here. I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to click Thunder Fang. We are going to see the swap, so my opponent's going to play this type of game, which makes sense. It's a very obvious game to play. We are going to see Rodent come in, which is going to be the Mousehold. At this point, I'm just going to make sure that the Gyarados can't come in for free. I'm going to Ice Spinner this time, because Ice Spinner should KO this Mousehold. We are going to see the swap here. My guess is Gyarados is coming back in. Yep, Gyarados is coming back in. My opponent is playing well with the Intimidate drops. Makes sense. Makes absolutely sense. We are going to have to be careful with Diancie. Diancie is going to be a bit of an issue for this endgame. We do pick up the KO versus Gyarados, so that is no longer going to be an issue for us. Yeah, it's the Diancie endgame that's looking quite scary for us right now. Diancie is going to be what comes back in here. So, let's see here. I'm just going to swap here. There's no reason for me not to. I'm going to swap it to Prince. It's a very obvious play, but I think it's fine. We should outspeed Diancie, which is really great as well. VIKAVOLT can win the game for us right here, right now, as long as we play this endgame right. We do see a Trick Room. Okay. We do see a Trick Room. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Okay, that might not be good for us then. I mean, even then, like, the most that this thing can do to me is Diamond Storm, so I think we can actually stall this out. I think we might be able to stall this out. We do see a Meteor Beam. Power Meteor Beam is my guess of what this set is. Yep, we do see Power Herb. Alright, this might be a problem for us. Okay, I think we're fine, actually. I think we might be fine. I think we might be fine. We get our Spatak up, which is really great. I think I'm just going to go ahead and click Calm Mind here again. Obviously, we could see a crit. I could also just click Moonblast here. In fact, actually, I think I am going to click Moonblast. I'm going to hope for a Spatak drop. If this thing does not have anything for VIKAVOLT, that could be really good for us as well. We are going to fire up a Moonblast. Do we get the Spatak drop? Let's see here. We do get the Poison. We do get the Poison, which is very critical for us. So I think that was the correct play on our end. I do apologize to Arika for the hacks. The hacks are very unfortunate. If this thing goes, if we go down here, I think that's still okay for us because of the fact that, like, with Trick Room up, I think we'll still be fine, honestly, because of the fact that the, like, if Meteor Beam is the only rock move, then VIKAVOLT can 1v1 this. VIKAVOLT can kind of 1v1 this, which I think is very crucial. We do live this attack, which is really great for us. We just fire off another Moonblast here. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's see here. I think my guess is the Trick Room is going to pop off here again, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh, no, it doesn't. So actually, Trick Room will go here. The Trick Room will go here, which means we should outspeed everything else on the field with VIKAVOLT, which is very crucial and very great for us. In fact, actually, I think I can just go into Donphan and EQ because we definitely outspeed this thing. So I think Donphan might be able to just finish off this game. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I think this just gives Kara a free switch here, and then I can just EQ everything. In fact, yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go ahead and click EQ versus everything. VIKAVOLT's also there too. VIKAVOLT can take care of everything else too at this point, so I'm okay with this. I think, knock on wood, but this should result in a 2-0 victory for us. It might end up being a 1-0 victory, but we'll see. We definitely got lucky with some rolls. We definitely got lucky with some strats. I really love the strats that Arika brought to this game. Really well played by my opponent. Diancie goes down. Mousehold might still outspeed us, which is fine because of the fact that the VIKAVOLT, I think, will still be able to handle this. We are going to see Rodent here, so my opponent is going to try to outspeed us, which is fine. We'll see here. They might get paralyzed as well, which is really good to note. We are going to see a Pop Bomb here. That's all good. Alright, and actually, now that I think about it, this might come down to some luck. I think what I need to do here is, first off, I need to charge. Actually, wait, hold on a second. Oh my god. We barely outspeed paralyzed Rodent. Oh my god, we Thunderbolt. We Thunderbolt here. Holy crap, we barely outspeed. That para is so clutch. Oh my god. That's huge. That is so huge for us. Oh my god, I'm so glad I calced that first. Bro, I'm not even kidding. Hold on, I know I'm gonna screenshot this. Holy crap, this is crazy. I did not plan for that. That's insane. The clutch. The absolute clutch. Oh my god, that's huge. I mean, there's nothing really that this thing can do to me. It has Rock Slide. That shouldn't KO me, right? Like, at this point. Yeah, Rock Slide does 30 to 36%. We outspeed this thing for sure. I think I'm just going to click Charge at this point, because Charge Thunderbolt will KO. No, I'm just going to click Thunderbolt. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just going to click Thunderbolt. Let's see if we pick up the KO in this turn. We do! We win the crit to finish things off. GG's to Arika. Really well played, really great team. We barely pick up this 1-0 victory. We are now 3-3 in this league. We are making our comeback. We've got some very tough games ahead of us in both leagues, actually, for Week 6. Well, actually, not even just Week 6, but Week 7 and Week 8. So we've got some very tough games ahead of us. Really well played by my opponent, though. Absolutely loved that game. Loved the Trick Room. Loved all the sets. Loved all the coverage. Really, really fun. Absolutely loved this game. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun seeing all the sets. I am very happy that my sets popped off. Not in the way that I intended to, but I am very happy with it nonetheless. And freaking, I'm glad I stuck with my guts with the Donphan. I'm glad I stuck with my guts with everything else. So yeah, I feel very proud of myself with how I prepped for this game, and I'm really proud of how I played too. I think I could have made this a little bit easier for me, and the hacks definitely helped me out a ton, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, so it is what it is. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe. Check out my previous weeks if you haven't already. Also be sure to check out the main division if you haven't already. And tomorrow's main division game for week 6 will be going up tomorrow. Like I said, there you go. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Really hope you all enjoyed this battle, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!